Okay, boys, so in today's video, I'm going to explain to you why being nice to women and being good to women are two different things, and why being nice to women actually loses them respect for you, and why being good sometimes means that you have to be harsh on them, okay? So first of all, most of the guys are very confused when it comes to the point about being nice, because you think, hey, I need to, I have to be nice to her, I have to treat her well, I have to do everything right, or I have to do everything that she wants in order for her to stay, and most importantly, for her to keep respecting me. That's wrong. Okay, so today's video is more going to be like a story time, because this story explains it so well, or shows so well, why you don't have to be nice but good to women. So a very good friend of mine has a girlfriend, like not relationship girlfriend, but girlfriend, which doesn't exist, but no, doesn't matter. And he's moved into this crib actually, okay? This is his new crib. And he let her move in for mad cheap amounts of money, mad cheap, okay? And she stayed in here, and for New Year's, she invited over 15 to 20 friends, guys and girls, over to throw a welcome party for her new crib, which it's not, like she's moved into his new crib. He was with us in our villa that we stayed in Belgrade. We only figured that out that she's trying to make a house party actually, because one of the girls that was at our place, like we knew that they're going to plan this. So he didn't want to confront them, which basically is betrayal, okay? She didn't ask for his permission at all because she doesn't respect him. And for you guys that think that I'm ranting with him, or like that he's not comfortable with me publishing this online, he is. I told him that, because I told him, bro, she's not respecting you. That's why she's doing all these things behind your back, actually. So he sent her a WhatsApp message telling her that she's not allowed to do that. And she was saying, hey, why? And it's only going to be a couple of my friends. And I told him it's now very important for you to make sure that you are the man and you're the one taking decisions, okay? So it's not important to be nice, it's important to be good. And good in this case meant that he told her, no, you're not allowed to do that. It's my crib. I haven't even moved fully in yet, and you want to throw a house party. It's not the way that works. So he did that. Everything was fine. That's at least what we thought. 1.5 weeks later, or like 2 weeks later, a couple of days back now, we got the information that she threw little house parties every day for multiple days before we figured out that she was to throw a like official house party. So there was people in here, 15 to 20 people in this apartment, without him knowing, without him actually moving in. There were people actually like in his bedroom doing things that he would like to do and he didn't do already, okay? Why this story is so important is that with a man that, and she was always nice to her, and I always told him, bro, you can't be that nice, okay? You're too nice. And you've all heard them, like the saying, yeah, you don't have to be nice to women because then you lose them. But what does it actually mean? Being nice means that you think, like your way of thinking is, I'm doing things so you like me. That's being nice, essentially. I'm doing things because I'm afraid to lose you and I want to keep you because I need you maybe for X. Maybe he needed her to introduce him to more girls, I don't know. That's what being nice means. Being nice means also that you're avoiding conflict because you can't be the man. That you agree when you actually don't. That you're over-explaining, over-giving, and most importantly, putting her needs above yours. That's what being nice means. And that's putting you second place. And whenever you put yourself second place, this is usually when you lose them. And this wasn't even a relationship. That's the crazy part. It was a friendship. But even in friendship, it doesn't work with women, because friendship with women doesn't work most of the time. Unless both parties really do not like each other, like objectively or like in terms of attraction. And with his scenario, it wasn't even that important that she didn't feel attracted towards him. Doesn't matter, but she still can respect him. I know for a fact that if it was me having a friendship with her, things would have played out way differently, 100%. Because she would never done the, first of all, behind my back, and she wouldn't have done it because she knows me, she knows my boundaries, and she knows that I would never let random dudes get in here without me being present, doing things in my apartment. And of course, it's a different scenario if it was her boyfriend coming to her place, and like, that's different. House party, at my crib. Like, of course she knows she's not allowed. Being good, like how actually being good helps you with women is that you just start knowing your boundaries, knowing what you tolerate and what not. Most of the time, it's the less you tolerate, the better. Of course, being good always means being respectful. And being nice doesn't mean respectful, because being respectful doesn't mean that you tolerate everything. That's not respectful. Being respectful means that you tell her in a way and form that she agrees to it, to your boundaries. Being respectful means, hey, I like you and I respect you as a person, but there are certain things that you're not allowed to do in my place. And there are certain things that you can't do without me knowing. And there are certain things that you should know that I'm totally against, okay? That's what being respectful means with women. Being respectful towards women starts with self-respect. If you don't respect yourself enough to tell women, hey, you can't do that, you're not allowed to do that, you will never be in a position, not of power, I don't want to say power, but you will never be in a position where you can negotiate with women, or you can make your statement and she agreeing to it. You can never make that. And looking forward, fast forward to you having a relationship, if you can't tolerate, or like if you tolerate disrespect with girls that aren't even attracted to you, and the same way around, how are you going to be able to not tolerate disrespect with a woman that you will fall in love for? That's what you actually asked me too, like, oh, there's maybe a girl that I will fall in love to, like, what will like, how am I going to be supposed to act when I actually love her and when she crosses my boundaries? You know what you do then? You fucking leave. That's what you do if a chick is disrespecting you. You cannot tolerate disrespect. And I don't mean little taunts, shit tests, bullshitting you. Like, that's totally fine. And I think that's actually what makes a relationship very, like, good in terms of a dynamic, is when she actually can be ironic and is actually using sarcasm with you, but not in a disrespectful way, obviously. That's very important to understand. To come back to the point that I was making, what I was trying to make. Stop being nice. Be a good boy. Be a good guy, okay? Be a guy that respects himself and treats women with respect as well. But being nice means that you can be disrespected. Being nice means that women don't care about any consequences towards her behavior with you. With the story I just told you, she knew, or she expected, because she now knows him, that there is no way that he would actually not tolerate her behavior and that she would actually face any consequences, which she did eventually, because he was talking to me. And I told him that he has to do certain things. He kicked her out. She's not in his apartment anymore after 2 weeks. Imagine he's spending, I think, $5,000 or like, and her paying not even 1/10 of it, okay, for the apartment. And then you behaving like this can only come from a woman that doesn't respect you. And I mean, if I was a chick and I don't respect you, I would do the same. But she didn't know that he was talking to me or to his friends. Therefore, again, another YouTube video that I made is why your friend group is so important. If he didn't have me or my other friends that told him the exact same things, or even women told him the same things, then he would have tolerated this. And what expectations do then women have that come new into your life and see this as a story? Imagine you telling this story to anyone that you don't know. All of us would get the same advice: kick this shit out. All of us. And don't ever listen to a woman when she tells you, yeah, you have to be a nice guy. No, nobody falls for a nice guy. Nice guys are being used. And if being nice sometimes means that you get laid, okay, cool. But in the long run, you won't. In the long run, you won't get respected. Being good, on the other hand, means that you know for yourself what is good. Being good means that you treat them with respect, which is most important. Like, don't ever disrespect a woman, or don't ever hit. I don't want to even talk about hitting a woman, but don't insult them, don't shout at them. You don't need this. If you respect yourself enough, and if she respects you, you don't even need to have a higher tone, higher voice when you speak to her. She respects you. She does have to look at your eyes, and she knows that she fucked up, and then she knows how to behave. So quick reality shift that you actually need in order to be able to be good to women and not nice is stop asking, how can I be nice? How can I be liked by women? But on the other side, start asking, where am I afraid to be honest? Like, why would you be afraid to be honest with women? Second, where am I afraid to say no to women? Where am I afraid to put my boundaries into life, actually. Like, where am I afraid to tell her no, you cross the line, therefore these consequences you have to live with. And consequences are not, you know that. I don't ever mean that. Consequences are eventually moving away from her and moving out of her life easily. Being good means that you can disappoint her. Being good means that you can handle her emotion, and most importantly, you don't need to be chosen as nice from her, okay? You don't need that at all. Paradoxically, when you are good, you are nice in her eyes. But if you're nice, you're not good. And if you're only nice, you will never get respected. Being good means being the one that a woman needs. That's it. That's basically what you have to do. And trust me when I tell you this, women don't need men who sacrifice themselves or like their self-worth, their self-respect for a woman. They don't need that at all. Never. But on the other side, they need a man that can choose himself, that can put himself above her needs, and not in a disrespectful way, but knowing, for example, hey, I'm going to the gym. Oh, why are you going to the gym? Can we spend some time? No, I have to go to the gym. Like, I'm going to the gym. That's it. They just want men that are solid enough to stand for themselves and solid enough to be kind without losing themselves. I can be kind to women and she knows what she has to do. So this was the video for today. Check out my Telegram, okay? Actually, I'm going to read you a story that I posted in the Telegram, which is exactly what he did, okay? Okay, story time. So I'm going to read this out. She slept with men who never lifted a finger for her, and she walked away from the man who twisted himself into a knot trying to make her happy. That breaks a lot of guys' brains until you see what's actually going on. Women don't fall in love with sacrifice, they fall in love with strength, presence, and emotional security. Throwing yourself under the bus doesn't create attraction, it creates an uneven dynamic. When you give too much too soon, you're not expressing love, you're broadcasting her fear of losing her. And fear kills polarity, which you need. The men she really wanted weren't better guys, they were just less desperate, they didn't overextend, they didn't oversell themselves, and they weren't trying to earn a place in her life with being the nice guy. So the key takeaway here is, don't lose yourself for a woman, build a life, standards, and a frame she wants to walk into, and anything else ends in a resentment or in her leaving anyway. So the moral of the story is, don't be nice, be a good man in your life, and therefore women will come into your life and respect you. That's for today's video.